Hi, good morning, everybody. We'll get started here. Um, it's non-farm payroll week. Hold on a second, I just want to make sure my audio is working. Looks good. Non-farm payroll week, so trying to be a little careful on this. I I don't mind trading on this week. You just have to, expect a little bit of whipping around in the marketplace. And when the news comes out, I usually like to wait at least half hour, oftentimes an hour after non-farm payroll, if I'm going to actually trade on Friday, to look for a trade because after a half hour to an hour, I usually have an opportunity to kind of see where price is trying to go to. So you can get a little bit on that. Trading before it or right at it is definitely a risky endeavor on as far as the way I trade. I know some people like to bracket the market type thing, and they can scalp it one way or the other, and that's fine, whatever you want to do. But when I'm looking for a little bit longer term stuff, I tend to hold off on that. Anyway, so what I'm interested in, and I'm kind of looking for moves on, is Australian dollar. I don't trade this very often, but I think at this point I'm looking for some sort of retracement. We've been in this downtrend, a really strong downtrend. So obviously, we don't want to fight that, but I think it's in an area that we could see some because we haven't had any liquidity taken on this upside for a long time. So I think it's due. We had a whip down here, took out this liquidity, and as long as it holds, above this, I'm looking for a longer term, well, not super long term, but higher prices on this. And I'm just looking for highs to start getting taken out on this right now. So my first target would be, 71.60, this high here. And then my second target, well, we'll just kind of, this is that wick. I'm kind of ignoring that wick a little bit. Now let's go to the body here. We could go to this wick too, but I'll just 72900, maybe 730 would be my next upside objective. We have some highs here. This is a daily chart. So we have some liquidity in this area here at 72.40 that we could also possibly reach for. So these are my short-term objectives. A lot of liquidity up here. I'm not aiming for that right now. I'm just looking to trade this some sort of short-term reversal up into this area and possibly up to here if we can keep getting a run up. Because I like how we took out these lows and then we came back. And right now we're really kind of in an area where I want to see price hold and start moving away. Then I think we're looking pretty good. On a 4-hour chart, I mean, if price comes down and I run a Fibonacci in here, if price comes down and takes out this level here, takes out these lows, I wouldn't be in it, and then it breaks up higher. So I want to see, I mean, it could hold here too. You could take a trade here and put your stop, down here. That's fine. But what I would more likely like to see is price come down, take out these lows, and then we get a rejection off that. And then I would be looking for a long entry on the Australian dollar. Kind of a failure swing, so I definitely want it to come down and see some sort of movement. It could move away from it where it is right now, or it could sweep these lows and then move away. But I want to see some sort of aggressive movement away from this area here. And I think liquidity is up here. And yeah, all these targets are excellent targets to shoot for on that. Non-farm payroll week, that's the challenging part is it going to run before non-farm payroll? Is it going to wait and meander on non-farm payroll? That's why I don't mind trading non-farm payroll, because you wait around and you look for these moves and you wait and wait and wait and you find your opportunity. And people say don't trade non-farm payroll or these big economic news events, but that's exactly when the price ends up moving, in the direction that you wanted it to go. So you just have to be careful with it, but don't be scared of it. At least I'm not. I don't. I feel like I've missed out on more moves than um I would have had the wrong. If you, I'm kind of stuttering here. Sorry. I'm trying to be careful because price does move fast, and if you're new to trading, definitely do not trade non-farm payroll and the big news events. I'll put it that way. But if you've been doing this a while, you have a good, setup that you like, and you are very good with your money management, there's no reason to be scared of it. I just don't see a reason to be scared of it. And you see a really strong setup forming around that time, go for it. I don't have any problem with that. So that's kind of my theory on it. A lot of people try scaring you out of it, and there's reason to, because most people are new traders, and you can lose money on it, obviously, just like any other trade. But price moves fast and it whipsaws around. Just don't, when I first started out trading non-farm payroll, I think when I got in trouble, it was like, oh, I'd pick a up trade, I'd pick trade going up, and then I'd do something different. Then I'd pick trade going down, and I'd just kind of go back and forth, and that's what it tends to do. So if you know exactly your longer term targets and your setup, don't be afraid of it. Just go ahead and go with it. All right, we'll move on to dollar CAD. In dollar CAD, we had a move away. We had a push down last week and a nice entry. And I am still looking for higher prices on this. I think we have an opportunity to take out 32.30 level, 32.25, and these highs back here at 32.30 or 3300. Sorry, those are my upside objectives on this. We do have this high here. That's where I have my take profit right now, but I might hold a portion of it. I want it to get up to these highs. I'm going to take, only on this demo account, I only have 0.20 on it, so I would take one off up here and see if we can get that run up on that. But with the US dollar is still moving higher. Let's go to a weekly chart. I think US dollar has an opportunity to, well, I mean, I think it's gonna go higher. This little consolidation right here, I think, is our next target. It may only get to 97,700, but 98.50, somewhere in there, 98.40, I think is a really good target for dollar. So as that's moving up, dollar CAD should continue to move up and follow. So I'm looking for follow through on dollar CAD on this. I think we have really good opportunity. We got a good entry on this down here. Actually, down here was entry, and I have stop loss up, a few pips or whatever, 10 pips. So let's watch that. Entries on this if you want to get in. I don't really have an entry right now. I mean, I guess if price retraces back down, I don't really want it to retrace anymore, actually. I mean, we could sweep these lows right here. If price comes down into this 1.31 level, 1.309 level, somewhere in there, you could look for an entry or a rejection, but we've already had some wicks down and taken out stuff, so I really just would prefer to continue on the upside. So that's dollar CAD right now. Gold. With the thing with gold, I'm looking for higher prices on gold too. I wanna buy this really bad. And the challenging part is dollar moving higher. That's gonna push down gold. Um, and really that's gonna limit Australian dollars upside too. So, as far as those two trades going long, I mean, it's good for dollar CAD. Gold is coming down on a retracement. We had a rejection, a nice push up, and now a retracement. I'm looking for higher prices on this. So when it comes back down, we could draw our fib. 61.8 has come back down into this consolidation. If price comes back down into here, I'll be looking for some sort of an entry, something to tell me that it's going to go higher. I don't want to buy it as it's rushing down here because we do have liquidity below this low that it could sweep. But I want to see some sort of rejection in this area, and that would give me an opportunity to get long on gold right now. But I definitely kind of want to wait and see what it's going to do. Yeah, 1207. So anywhere between where prices right now, 14, all the way down to 1200. That would be kind of my area I would be looking. Somewhere in here is, I don't want price to go much further than 1200. If it dips down and starts moving down, we're going to go lower. It might sweep it and get rejection, and that would be great. Actually, I would like that. And then I think we're looking at really nice prices. My upside targets on this daily chart, well, obviously it would be this very last high at 1243. And then, I mean, we could, man, I just really like gold long. I mean, these equal highs up here are just begging to be hit eventually. And that's my ultimate target. That's why I'm just waiting to see if I can get into this. So I think this might be a really good opportunity. Just have to wait and get a signal on it. be patient on it and see if we can get in that. All right, ES. This thing's volatility has really picked up. This was all pretty easy trading. A lot of trades in this. I was expecting a pullback. I was not expecting it to go quite this low. I'm not surprised, but um, it went a little bit further, a little bit quicker than I was hoping to. I would have liked it to come down, even into this area and come up even higher and then get that push down. But right now we came down and we're getting a little bit of a pullback. I'm a little bit on the fence with this. There's tons of areas this could go to on the downside. Obviously we got these lows that we could sweep. We have kind of lows there at 2400 and all the way down to 2218, 2215, somewhere in there. So there's a lot of room on the downside. I don't think this is done though. I think we're gonna have another push up, and I'm actually still bullish on this. I know this is quite the pullback or push down on this, but in the whole scheme of things, it's not too bad. When we get these push downs, we usually get another run up, push down, run up, push down, take that out, and run up. So we needed this to happen. Now the question is it going to continue? And I think we're going to find that out after we get a retest up here. I think price is coming back up here, and whether it pushes higher or we get a rejection and then either consolidation or possibly for the rest of the year, or a big sell-off like some people are predicting. I don't know right now. Right now, I am looking for longs on this until it breaks these lows. Then I'll be looking for shorts. Really, if it breaks yesterday's low, I will be looking. Then I'll go short again. But right now, I'm looking for longer term buys, and those would come at. Let's see if I can find some levels I'd be interested in buying at. I want to pull back on it. Where that is, I got this area here. I think it's already it's broken that. Right now we're taking out this high. I think today we're looking at this high to be hit. So we got a little bit more room on the upside. What time is it? Oh, we just had the open. So yeah. I think these highs are going to be retested. We got this consolidation in here at 2872, and then we have this high at 2823. Those are the upside objectives right now. 29.45, 28, well, you might as well just put 28, let's say 28.70, close enough, and 28.30. We'll do that. So support, I'm looking for possibly at 26.94, 95, somewhere in there, and all the way down to 26.67. I think this high will be taken out today or tomorrow. One thing that I'm looking at is just this high being taken out and we get a rejection. You could get a trade possibly today on a pullback down into this level here, 26.67. So if it rejects this high, be careful because it might come back down into this range, and then this could be a nice opportunity for a buy up to the upside. So I guess that's what I'd be looking at for the rest of the week. We got today, Thursday, and Friday. Friday's non-farm payroll, but this is what I'm looking at right now. Today, I think we're either going to get a push up and take out this high, or we're rejecting from here and we're going to end up coming down into this 26.67 level today or tomorrow, and then that could possibly set up a Friday long to go higher if this high here isn't taken out. And if it goes higher, I think we're probably coming up above these highs here. That's my trading plan the rest of the week. It may not unfold like that, but if we start getting evidence of that happening, that's what I'd be looking for. If it comes up from here and it gets above this high, I would look for some sort of consolidation in here, somewhere above this high, and then on Friday I would look for another push up above these highs. That's where I'm at. So hopefully that gives you guys a little bit of a map of what you guys can look for in your own trading. That's how I'm approaching my trading for the rest of the week. If I find a setup to go to, that's what they'll be based on. And the Australian dollar, the US dollar pushing up higher is really weighing down on the Australian dollar. So that's why this isn't looking too good right now. But if it holds, that's a really good sign. If Australian dollar doesn't go lower on this strong dollar movement, that's a really good sign the Australian dollar is going to go higher when things on the dollar sell down and maybe possibly reversed on the downside, or just going consolidation. So dollar CAD, dollar CAD I think is going to test this high this week at 32 30, 32.25, somewhere in there. So this is my favorite pair right now. I think we got higher movement on this to go. We're in this consolidation on it right now. What's this called? Is this a wedge? Pennant? Flag? Got one of these going right now. So if you trade these type of patterns, you could possibly see, another push up from this. See what this lays out as. Go down here. Yeah, it brings it right up just above that high. So, all right, that is all I have, guys. hope you have a good rest of the week. Be careful on this. I'll be on, I think, Friday. I don't think my kids have anything going on. Seems like every Friday for a while I've been doing field trips and stuff with the kids, but I think I'm clear this weekend. So I should be on Friday morning. It will be after non-farm payroll, about the same time, and we can kind of see what price is doing. All right, thank you, and I hope you have a great day.